Thank you, Jason. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Patterson Stadium, where you can see the sun is well and truly shining. 34 degrees for this clash, the three-way clash, of course, the week one of the NAB Cup here on Fox Footy. Brad Johnson, Tony Shaw, we've got West Coast, they're going to play Essendon first, and of course Fremantle are the third team here. In terms of the Bombers, Sam Lonigan, David Zaharakis, Leroy Jetta, Ricky Dyson, all not playing. Kyle Remus, who was originally in that squad. The subs, Neats and Paper Talk. What a brilliant name that is, Callum Paper Talk for West Coast. Ryder and Merritt, young Merritt, Jackson Merritt, the Geelong boy for the Bombers. But we're set to go in this round one, the first of three games tonight here at Patterson Stadium between West Coast and Essendon. It's Hill over Lycett to get the ball going. Swift, who's got the nice hair, getting it out, and Stevens involved, and now the Eagles can go forward, taking it right out to the half-forward flank, using these wide expanses pretty well. McCoskey, who was such an improved player last year, and probably one of the most improved players in the competition, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did have a great year last year. David Myers for the Bombers starting on a wing, so there's a new role straight up for the Essendon big man.
Now let's see what he can find deep. Whedon's at the front, it's going over his head, and pretty comfortably taken by Hooker. And there's young Long. And that's welcome to the big time for Long, holding the ball. And it's going to be a West Coast free. Well, as you said, it was good pressure, wasn't it, from Whedon from the side. So it's a tight angle. That's certainly something they've practiced plenty of times. And he shows that by threading the needle for the first goal of the game.
Just watching too, Hill looks like he's got a run with roll on Courtney Dempsey there, as in the midfield yet, but he's pushing forward. Shows
what pressure does. Elliot Kavanagh, I think, was the best kick at the draft combine, but his first kick at the top level went out of bounds. Here's Lynch, one-on-one with Pears. We know it's a big turning circle, so he handballs smart. The Hams, did he get the logistics right? I think he did. What a start for the Eagles. And the Eagles away. Now Hill. He's playing well up the ground, Jono, which is interesting.
Yeah, he likes to get up the ground and then try and work back in behind the defence, and also try and link up through the midfield.
Gee, Slattery caught one high there. He's a little bit unlucky. Fraser McGuinness was licking the lips, though. How about that? What a great start for him. Turns it on the left and slots it.
Yes, I did. I had the pleasure of coaching him down at South Fremantle in my time down there. Goal sneak, very, very clever around the goals, very dangerous, very quick.
And you had the answer for that one.
And he's a South Kajee boy. That's my junior footy club that I come from as well.
Well, here's Whedon, and he's been
pretty
dangerous
impressive.
And delivers just a little bit too much for McGuinness. Now Dempsey, isn't it great to see him back, boys?
He gives him a bit of class, doesn't he? Coming, oh, gee, a miss mark there, just taken too easy.
Hibberd that was. Now Pears looked a bit disorientated. Hibberd goes in and gets it again out to Hooker. Tough one for Howlett, and that was pretty easy pickings for Patrick McGinnity. Inside 50s, a 6-3 at the moment in favour of the Eagles, and they've kicked 3 goals to nil. And it's in that 50 where the ball spent so much time last year. Here's a West Australian, Howlett, trying to bust a move out of defence, but Ham shows him how to do it. It was clever stuff over to Kobe Stevens, and that's a free kick as well. So the news not getting any better. So Whedon, he's had the impact with his tackling so far, and both times he's been able to convert.
And if you're not attuned to it, you'll get found out very quickly.
Great work from McVeigh to get it to Cramery. Collier was too fast for his own good there. Left it behind, and the Eagles able to team as well. Lynch, and then Stevenson, Lewis Stevenson, as we said, injured for a couple of years with debilitating hamstrings. And some genuine excitement about what he could offer. Unfortunately, his early touches, maybe the nerves have been a factor. Lynch kicks and hopes. McGuinness got brushed aside a little by Pears. I was going to say showed good awareness, but Hams and the Eagles showed even better awareness. And this is a goal, another recruit for the Eagles, Mascoulis from the Northern Knights. He's a rookie, and he runs in and kicks a goal.
Good play again up forward for West Coast in terms of their pressure, Shorey. Fumble there, but 3 or 4 numbers around the ball again, and that's how they're able to create easy goals. And we'll see Mascoulis do that there. Well, the Bombers for the next couple of minutes really need to keep the ball in tight, probably create a few stoppage after stoppage, and just try and take some pace out of this game.
Melksham changed the mind. There's young Long again under the hammer. This time he gets it safely to a teammate. Howlett. Low one for McVeigh. make the trap. McGinnity, and they're lining up again, the Eagles. Swift with the kick into the 50. And that's all too easy. Well, Chris Marston averaged just 72 minutes a game last year. He'll be hoping this year is one where he can really lift that extra notch. He has become a prime midfielder for the West Coast Eagles, highly rated.
He became a bit of a goal kicker towards the end of last season, leading into the finals, Hutto. So that's an area where goals like that or set shots needs to capitalise if he's going to go to the next level as a player.
Another turnover from the kick in.
Swift pumps it to full forward, gives them every opportunity. McGuinness was up high, and almost McCoskey, who made that especially last year, didn't he? 41 goals. So we're into time on at the end of the quarter as Carlisle takes the mark. Only a minute to go. Linking up with Hill. Opportunity for Davis. There's plenty of opportunities in the 50. Monfries should have got called in. Maybe didn't get the protection. Couldn't quite hang on to the mark. So Maston gets the clearing kick. McCoskey worked out of it by Myers, who chanced his arm to try and take on the boundary line. In the end, Prittis, as he so often does, finds himself with the footy. Slattery with a hurried kick, hugging, making sure he didn't kick it out of bounds because of the rule. Hooker got himself into some trouble. McGinnity came flying through. Hams was there as well. Is it going to come back to Hams?
Yep.
He's come back in really good shape after the pre-season. And that's looked like it's going to tail back beautifully for a goal. So the Eagles answer. And any thoughts of the Bombers getting seriously back into this match maybe snuffed out straight away by Ashton Hams. Well, he was in a pretty good spot. Now Hams. Over Whedon's head. No, it wasn't in the end. He got back onto it somehow and kicked it quickly. McCoskey, he's got Myers just where he wants him. And a nice little sharp too to make sure he didn't play on. But McCoskey won't mind.
And they can't go in there, they can't move early.
McCoskey's uses the left. Bangs through West Coast's 7th goal. So Hooker. As the Bombers working around. Davis, he's had a few touches for the Bombers. It's not one of his best to remember. Whedon's been able to sneak in and take the mark. Here's Whedon. Just inside the 50. Set up for a big mark. There was a couple that were having a crack. And Marston's going to kick an easy goal. Josh Hill was fine for the big specky at the back, but Marston was in the right spot.
But just trying to reinforce my argument.
No, when you did that.
20%.
There's Pears into the middle. Interesting handball from Howlett. Gets the okay from the umpire. Ryder, and they're on the spread now. Oh, McVeigh left it behind. And this is Brennan bouncing out of defence. As his old man used to.
Oh, did he what?
Kick it into the middle. Now, Marston drives up the hill.
This is his ability, Jono. He's got this ability, Josh Hill.
But in the end,
does he work hard enough, Jono?
we'll watch this shot at goal first, Shorey.
He can do that.
And a good finish.
Ryder gets it into the 50. This is the highest score so far of the NAB Cup, by the way, from the Eagles, 57 points. Made up of 9 goals, 3. And they've been impressive. This is a very below-strength squad they've got playing today. Plenty out for the Bombers as well, but Hooker got it to Hibbard. Certainly are. Maston with the releasing handball this time. And then there's Ashley Smith. Just found a fair bit of the footy. Carlisle just defending grimly, trying to get it out towards the line into Hibbard, and he gets involved with a pretty dodgy-looking handball for Hooker. He's surrounded by Eagles, just burst his way through. Melksham tried to ride the tackle of Marston, but couldn't get out of there. McGinnity will have the last kick of the day, or of the first match at least. And the West Coast Eagles, who got away to a fire start, have pretty much held on to that advantage they set up early and have got home by 21 points, 9-3-57 to 5-6-36. And you don't want to read too much into the first game of the NAB Cup, but you couldn't help but being impressed by what was a very inexperienced team.